What's up, guys? MrGimms back again, and today I want to go on a little bit of a rant again. GimmsRant. Where do I start? Yeah, so I just want to go over what's going on right now with the Dead by Daylight community, how a lot of us are feeling. I am reading the room, so to speak, on the forums, on Discord, on Twitter, everywhere. And I'm just getting the same vibe. I mean, even from my own community, for Christ's sakes. I mean, everyone's saying the same things. I mean, even like the other day, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to stream another game on the weekend, possibly Resident Evil 2. Everyone was like, oh God, thank God, anything but Dead by Daylight. Like, even my community are just sort of like, we can't be arsed with it. Like, just phone it in for the year. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm making this video, really, because there's a general consensus right now that there's DBD burnout again. And, I'm going to have to agree with you. It seems every single November-ish, December-ish that this happens. And this is no disrespect to behavior. I understand that you guys go on your holidays over the holiday period, December, and that's absolutely fine. I expect people to spend time with their families and have some time off. Absolutely fine with that. But there is a general sort of you guys phone it in towards your holidays. And so, we'll sort it out when we get back, sort of a thing. So I wanted to break down some reasons why the DBD burnout is prevalent right now, why people are feeling like they just can't be asked with this game. Here's a couple of points I made, and I want to talk to you guys, and please give me your feedback on them. Please let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I just being an idiot? Let us know. But the first issue I think that is affecting a lot of people is they make chapters and content around new players. Now, this consists of perks, the new flashlight mechanics, which is just GG easy flashlights now, even though they said that's not what it's going to be. It's turned out that's what it is. Killers generally suck. There are some exceptions. I think Wesker was like probably one of the most balanced, well-made, fun killers that they've ever done, and that was the last chapter. Was it the last? Yes, it was the last. Yeah. Dredge is sort of, people have learned how to use him now, and people have learned how to go against him, so he's sort of forgotten, I think. Sadako, Ringu, come on, man. Like, what's happening with, like, what is she doing? I just don't get it. And yeah, they dumbed down mechanics. That's another thing. They dumbed down mechanics. The loops have got more sort of shitty little areas to get around, and it's just less clean, not as clean as it used to be. They removed the killer flashlight locker save. I don't know about that. I've always been a little bit on the fence with that. I know survivor friends can abuse that, and I know that it has been a problem in the past, but is that really what we want to do, is dumb down mechanics by simply saying no to something without any counterplay whatsoever? I mean, you could argue there should be counterplay, right? Because a killer can simply look in a different direction or look at a wall to avoid a flashlight save, but those who aren't paying attention and those who aren't aware of what's going on around them are the ones that get punished. I don't know. I just think there should be a little bit of give and take on both sides. So they're making chapters around new players, and obviously that pisses off veterans every single time, because when you make content around new survivors or new killers coming into the game, you're going to create so many problems. It's going to be a ripple effect that's going to go through the community, and it's going to piss everyone else off because the balance just gets skewed once again. And that brings me to my next point, is veterans aren't happy. And this is the part that I've always been confused with this game, because in my opinion, the veterans are the ones you want to keep around. Now, I can understand why you might think that might be biased because I've been playing this game for 6 years, but really it's not. The amount of money I've poured into this game, the amount of money that anyone been playing this game for 6 years has poured into this game, they're the people that are your constants. They're the people that are going to buy the new skins, buy the new chapters on release day. And I am finding with the community that a lot of people who have done that aren't doing that with this chapter. They're just sort of like, I haven't gotten around to buying it yet, or I'm going to buy it. I'm going to force myself to play in tomorrow or the next day or whatever. There's new words cropping up with this game, and it's not good. Like, I'm going to force myself to play. Like, these are things I'm noticing within my community, and it's shit. It's become more obvious now more than ever that DBD is supposed to be a game that you play casually and then you clock off and then you play something else. You come back for little bursts. And it appears I've chosen to love a game that is designed that way. And I don't think it was originally designed that way. I think it was originally designed to obviously be this thing that you could constantly grind out and enjoy. And they've tried to alleviate that with like rips, you know, the archives and all that, things you can do on the side. Well, you know, but I just don't think it's enough. And when you're catering and balancing a game around new players, they're not going to be around for long. They're not going to be ones that are, you know, they're most likely not going to be buying as many skins as veterans, in my opinion. So veterans are just generally feel like they're forgotten, and that's not something new. That's something that's existed for the longest time, but it's just a little bit shit. Chapters, especially in November, suck. This is a point I wanted to make as well. And this is not, you know, this is again, it's always been the case. We've had twins before. I think Oni was 1 December, so I'm pretty sure, you could correct me if I'm wrong. So he was pretty good. I mean, he's really good. I really like Oni. But the twins as well, just absolutely shit show of a DLC that, like, if you guys weren't around then, oh my God, just look back on some Twitter posts and things like that and some videos around the twins release. And she's still just sort of, nah, you know what I mean? Like forgotten or whatever. They always phone it in at the end of the year. They make massive mistakes. They release the last chapter. This one hasn't been as bad as the twins chapter in terms of bugs. They're definitely there, and there's still more to come as well. But yeah, it's a general phone it in policy at the end of the year. And I like to underline, I understand that you're taking time off. That's fine, but work is work. I mean, if I did half-ass my job for the last day of my shift, then I'd probably just get, you know, a written warning or something like that. Like, I don't, whatever, doesn't make sense to me. And the other thing that pisses me off about the November update or the December update and the chapter involving it is the night in particular. There's no updates in sight. There's been no post on Twitter or any social media from Behavior saying, hey, we see your complaints about the knight. We understand. We're going to look into this. We're going to make him better. We're going to make him a little bit stronger. We hear you. Because they do that sometimes. They do say, we hear you. And those tweets are the ones where you're like, right, they're going to look into it. Nice. Okay, cool. There's nothing like that. They have no, in my opinion, I don't think they have any sort of future plans to change the knight and how he works and how his mechanics are. I think we're just stuck with whatever the hell this is, and he'll just be, you know, down into the C tier kills list, and it'll be boring as usual. And while I don't have a problem with C tier killers, to be fair, I play a lot of them myself. I love Ghostface. I love Clown, you know what I mean? And yeah, I generally do well sometimes with them as well. So that's fine, but isn't it getting a little bit lonely up there for Nurse, Blight, and Spirit and shit? Like, can we just make stronger killers? Like, does that not... Like, I just don't understand why that's so difficult. It just pisses people off. Same old stale thing is my next point. No new game mode in sight. Not including December's Snowman, because I know a lot of people commented last year on this, and they said, but we had the Snowman in December. It's new mechanics. It's not a new game mode. You know what I mean? It's different. It's great that we get that. We've had it before, by the way, but it's new mechanics. It's not a new game mode. No new mechanics apart from the December update, obviously, as I just said. And last thing, and this is something that I've thought always should have existed, is custom matches need more fun mechanics added. Be able to add 2 killers, be able to add 8 survivors, be able to add 1 gen, 20 gens, be able to create and custom your own tiles, whatever the hell. I understand that this would take a lot of time to do. I understand that. But if you could get a small team of maybe 5 or 6 people today, you could have this shit sorted out in the next year or 2. Honestly, man, this is where the game will eventually end up anyway, in custom lobbies. Like, that's just a natural life cycle of this game. This game will eventually lose its players, you know what I mean? So why not update, change, get some more fun, creative freedom in those modes? I think the community would be so pleased with that, and it would be a lot of fun. So, you know, they've already started. They've added bots. There's something's going on behind the house there. They're working on it. Keep going. I love where that area is going. It just needs to be just a new game mode, man. 6 years in, a new game mode. Honestly, what the hell are you doing? And the last point I want to make is Survivor friends are always buffed. And I don't mean, oh, I hate survivors, GG easy. And what I mean by that is that the game is sort of balanced around new players. So new players buy a new DLC. They get perks like Fogwise and things like that that will help them and give them great information, as well as that other, what's it called? The one where they can gain tokens for the gen. These are all great perks, and they're all awesome and fun and all that stuff. But Survivor Friends always manage to take all the new content or little pieces of the new content, add it to their repertoire, and then they become even stronger. Hence why people get pissed off with people balancing or behavior balancing around newer players. It shouldn't be. We should be getting strong perks. Yes, I agree, but I don't understand why so many gen perks are getting added at this point as well. I mean, again, new players, but it's ruining the core game for everyone else that's going to stick around. I mean, those new players might hang around for like 30 days tops. I'm being nice here. They'll be gone, but the veterans remain. So these are just my points of view, guys. I really am just... I am actively looking for another game. I know that's really bad, but at the end of the day, if this company's not going to learn, shouldn't I learn and move on, sort of thing? Do you know what I mean? Let's see what happens by the end of the year, and we'll see what they come up with in the new year. But I am going to start looking and outreaching and going into other games. Man, I've even been thinking about streaming Ark, because it's just a fun game. It's chill. It's got a lot going on, a lot to it, and Ark 2 is on the way as well, so that's kind of exciting. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Am I just speaking out of my ass? Is there genuine things here to worry about, or am I just, I don't know. Let us know in the comments below. You guys know I read everything you guys say. Also, I'm live right now on Twitch. You click the link in the description if you want to come talk to me about it. I'm thinking about doing a longer stream tonight, so hopefully the conversation is all around sort of what we can do to better this game, because right now I just think it's down to us, man. Down to the community. We need to push harder, speak louder, and get through to these guys that this is just, we've had enough, and we're all burnt out. Honestly, I think they're burnt out too. I think they're all just bored at this point. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your week. I'll see you in the next one.